All right. Well, I don't want to make everybody wait too long. We've been hovering around 18 for a while now, so why not go ahead and get started on this? um, excuse me.
Hi.
What's happening, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We got blown away on Saturday, but
That wasn't bad.
you got there at the butt crack of dawn. I ain't showing up at 44-degree cold. I know
No,
that's not
it
cold
was
by
it was wind chilling below 30.
yeah, it was cold.
It was cold. It's Saturday.
California cold. I'll accept that because it's not the same as what other people are dealing with right now.
Texas.
Yeah, everywhere but here at the moment seems like.
It's actually going to be like in the high 70s tomorrow.
Yeah, it seems pretty warm today.
No, like tomorrow it says like 78 high for where I'm at.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Welcome to wintertime in California.
Yeah, and then it might be back down again. Anyway, what's up, peoples? How's everybody doing? I got my wine and pizza here.
No, tomorrow's 73, but still.
That's still warm. That's still warm. And I think that they got sun today in Texas too, which is good. Hopefully, it's going to get rid of some of that.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
So let me go down and give a little bit of a roll call for all the people that have been here. There's people that showed up pretty early. Sheesh, Mike Bird was here at 6:30. Mike Bird is all the way from the UK, so thank you very much for showing up here, my friend. Mike Bird, Shadow Ops, John Shaw, Mr. JS, Nick's RC from good old Canada. Joe Pellegrino, one of my members. Thank you very much for that, sir. JT200 driver, what's up? Nathaniel Pulling. Mike SSI, which is another member. Thank you very much, my friend. I see the people creeping up now. Now it's up to 25. That's good. Gav Street, what's up? Thank you for coming by all the way from over there in Florida. I just printed out some postage for your buddy in Titusville there. Evan Weasel RC, Michael Wrightsa, Spencer Keith, what is happening? Jeff's Custom RC, Paul McNeil.
Nate Daviser thinks you swear more than him.
Pete Lane, my fellow RC, fellow Bay Area RC Gemini here. Who else? I think Beckham Roy, what's happening? JCB67. Dana's RC, and I'll just call you guys out as I see you. But thank all of y'all for showing up. Again, as I said, this is a laid-back show. We're just going to be running our mouths. Not a whole lot to talk about today. I was acting like an idiot on Saturday, making the kids laugh.
You have a right to make fun of you this show.
No, you don't have a right. You just do.
You were doing some. We were all being idiots on Friday.
We were all acting like
Saturday.
It was fun. It was good.
We
had 20-mile-an-hour winds at times. Actually, it's higher than that.
Well, it was. I got there in the morning and it was already blown, but it was right down the runway. It was beautiful. And of course, as soon as Ray shows up, it parks it across the runway, direct crosswind. So luckily, I had my MiG-21, so I was landing it across the runway. We were having fun, and then right as the sun was going down, the weather got better. It was still a crosswind, but the wind died. So
the wind stopped pretty much.
We were having fun and messing around. Mike was in space. Angelo stopped by. He dropped off an old broken fan, and we were tossing it around trying to break it. And Mike found like a worm of some sort, and it
wasn't a worm. It was a freaking millipede.
It was tossing it at me, and I was running away. And we had fun.
So yeah, it was
sweet, right?
Yeah, we were acting like idiots, but we did some good flying. It was cool because as Nate said, he was landing across the runway.
Yeah, with this thing.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. And then Mike actually probably did it was you and Mike had a really good landing across the runway. Mike did that one where he hit the turf first and it slowed the plane down, so that was good.
My second MiG landing was perfect. I came in right at the perfect speed. I landed, went on the taxiway to safe speed, and the plane rolled all the way up to my table.
Yep. Mhm. Shadow Ops, I just put you up on the screen. Thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. Yeah, he swears a lot. Um, Thankfully, it's not too much, though, because it hasn't dinged me yet. If it does, he'll hear about it. But thank you, Shadow. Much appreciated. Um, but yeah, so we had a good weekend. Today I had to over the last few days I had to wait for some parts to show up, but I got some burners done today, and then I'm going to do some more work on stuff. So let's do the usual. I already did the call outs to everybody and shout out to people's names and so forth. So let's do the usual. Everybody's got questions. People always have questions, so it's the time for questions. Anything you guys want to ask? Anything you want to know about? Now is the time. What's up, the Fred Barron? Yeah, so for me, this weekend, well, last weekend, I put together, I got my, that was actually kind of funny. I got my hawk back together and didn't realize that I had done something right. I just put it together and wiggled the controls and got back to the field. Nate's the one who noticed. It was kind of funny. So I got back, and once the wind kind of sort of calmed down a little bit, I grabbed my hawk and went to fly and pushed left rudder, and it went right.
Well,
right rudder, and it went left.
I was confused. I was like, it's turning left, but the rudder's going right. Something's not right.
I didn't even think about it. I'm just, oh, that was the wrong way, and I was just going to drive out. And then Nate caught it. But yeah, I had to do that at the field, and then he had this crazy video of me trying to work on it, and everybody's hovering around, and then I'm trying to get this shit done, and all the kids are hanging around. I started acting all stupid.
Fucking with your gear doors.
Messing with my damn gear doors because they kept plopping the gear doors up. He even had Jack in there doing it, which is terrible. Guys are a bad influence on a little kid, man. But
so I play the video?
I don't care if you do. I thought it was funny.
Okay, I'll play it then.
Actually, no, I can't do it on YouTube. I mean, on
Thought I'd ask.
It's on Instagram.
No, I have it in my camera roll.
Play it. It's fine. It was funny. We were having fun.
Just gotta find it first.
I have a video I'm supposed to post with Keon's playing too.
So guys, this is maintenance at the RC field. He's a grafter. He's a grafter. He's a grafter. Dip, dip. Give it up. Ray doing some maintenance. Dip, dip, do. Ray up there. That's all gold you got. No, you're using the wrong glue. I don't give dips. Maintenance at the RC field, y'all. Did you do it?
What's up, GB?
I can't accomplish something.
Oh god, yeah. EQ, I'm shying away from doing the different colors because I've had people complain. If I do, I'll have to order one and test them out. But no.
Man, that's funny.
Paul
McNeil. I don't know, dude. I couldn't tell you, honestly. I love all my planes. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. It depends on what I want to do. Depends.
Yeah, I see Mr. GB Lennon. What's up, GB? Pilot Jerry RC, what's happening? Also, this is something I'm just going to throw out there too. I've been way behind on everything. I've been behind on giveaway stuff. I've been behind on orders. I'm finally catching up. I'm almost caught up. I just printed out some of the last stuff that needs to be sent out. Yeah, there's Nate landing across the runway. Did you get Mike's good one?
I think he sent it to me. Yeah, there you go. Oh, no, this was his bad one. That was the one where he came in.
Doesn't matter. Show it.
No, that was the one where he came in at like Mach 7 and almost ran himself over with his own plane. Yeah, that was the bad one. I don't know if I
had to grab it. But yeah, I'm still behind on I'm still behind on sending stuff out, but I plan on I guess
No, I
spending
don't.
almost $100 in shipping fees today. So
I don't
thinking
have to do
about it. I thought you did.
No. Me and him actually did a really cool formation flight with the 104 and his 16. You missed it.
I saw it, but I did get a video of it. What's up, Mr. Hangar 51? Kenny!
Oh God, have I showed you the one of when? Oh yeah, you were there when he crashed his F4 and started fucking with it.
Oh yeah, you guys are bad. That was bad. That was really bad.
Can I play it?
I mean, if it's not if it's incriminating.
I don't think there's any swearing in the video.
No, but I mean incriminating for him. Like getting.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Oh, because of the video.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through like all the funny stuff that we did.
Alright, we got a little Ray here. He's gonna land my Q-47. It's gonna look real good. Alright, guys. Come on, little Ray, you got this. Ray landing. Come on, Ray. You got this. Oh, God! Oh, no! No! Yeah! Oh, my God! Oh, God! No, no, no! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Ah! Oh, God! Oh, no!
Idiots.
Oh, God! Oh, God!
Huh?
Mike has no room to talk. He's crashed more planes in the last couple months than I have
Oh
in
my
the last
God.
couple of years.
He told me to do it too. So
He's crashed more planes in the last 2 months than I have in the last 3 years.
I could say the same about my. Actually, I can't because it makes 17. But that wasn't my fault. So.
Paul McNeil. I get nothing but cool planes flying over. Today we had a P3. We also had F5s all week, and I'll have some pictures I'll share with you guys here a little later. But I have pictures that I took in Fresno of some cool stuff, and I'll share my screen so you guys can see later. Let me see if I'm missing anything here. Yeah, there's Nate happened to be there. He didn't witness it, but he was there. Saw the aftermath.
Yeah, we had a little incident at the airport yesterday. Wasn't me. You know, some guy chewed up his brand new mall. You know.
Oof. That's lots and lots of money and damage.
Yeah, you think? I would be pilot. That was hilarious. Get that dude.
107-inch decathlon for free. Nice. What do you say? Yeah, we had very interesting day. It was fun. I only took 4 planes out with me, and we flew. I flew a lot later in the day, but that was pretty much it. I'm waiting for questions. Nobody else has any questions?
Oh my God, it's too funny.
Well, if nobody has questions, I guess we'll just move on.
Oh, so bad.
So there's a couple new planes in the hangar. I don't know if you guys knew, but I've got a new to me. Actually, it is brand new too. BD Tennessee answered mine on the Facebook page. Best upgrade for free wing 70mm F-16. The thing is pretty damn good from the factory if you get the in-runner. You don't really need to do anything. Put that in-runner, if it comes with the in-runner, you're good to go. Just put one of my fiery booties in there, and that's it. That's all it needs.
Yeah, I had the F-16 with the in-runner.
That thing screams.
More than enough.
I've done mods to mine, but I don't think they're really necessary. I put a 14 blade in mine with the 2200 kV in-runner, and it's got a lot of thrust, but it didn't make it a whole lot faster, but it did add a lot of thrust. It's pretty cool. But
if it's got the outrunner, just buy that in-runner. It's like $60. Drop in fit.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Angelo, not yet. I'm gonna put that setup in my F-104. I'm gonna put the 1900 kV FMS, but I'm also gonna change it to the older rotor from the 1850.
Oh. Wait,
So,
you joined Rich's show the other day?
who, me? Yeah, I did yesterday.
Oh, you like went on it?
Yeah, I just called in
Oh.
because he's that's another thing. I should have linked that in here. If you guys don't know, let me see if I can find it. RC Informer is going to do a giveaway, and he's going to be including my stuff in that giveaway, and it's going to be for for local people here in the U.S. and international. So if you guys, there it is. So if you guys, let me get the link to it. If you guys want to see if you can win a fire bootay, yeah, there it is right there. Go to prize travel. Yeah, he did. This is kind of funky. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'll post this in here. He's I'm going to be entering 2 fiery booties into his giveaway, so he will go register there, guys. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world. There'll be an international prize and a local prize. So that link that I just posted, click that link, and if you need it again, I'll put it in there. I should put it in the description too. But click that link, and then you can get entered to win a fiery booty for any plane that you want. It could be an F-14, it could be an SU-30, it could be a MiG-29, doesn't matter what it is. But Rich has worked with me quite a bit. He's helped me out a lot. I've helped him. So we're just doing the thing, you got to give to get. So that's what we're doing. So follow that link, and that will you can get entered into his giveaway, and then you could win a fiery booty, regardless of where you're at. I think that's where the guy here from the UK saw. But yeah, Mike Bird. There you go. So get entered in, and then you guys can get a chance to win. But yeah, so Rich he already did one giveaway. Dave Hawker, who's a good guy, I've talked to him. I actually sold him a couple burners at this point. He was one of my first customers. He won a P39, a one-of-a-kind P39 from Rich this weekend. So the next giveaway, which is coming up soon, is going to be my stuff. So follow that link, read the instructions, fill it out, and then get entered in to win your Gooniac fiery booty. Yeah, and there's Nate's new F4, which is pretty dang cool. The 6S high performance, that thing works really good.
Oh yeah, Ray. So you know what I was talking about? How the plane likes to zoom climb with full throttle.
Mm-hmm.
So look at this. When I get above 90% throttle, watch the elevator. You hear it?
Well, I see it. Yeah, just barely.
So I did it. So it's right once it gets above 90% throttle, the elevator has a 3% down elevator mix.
Okay.
RC Geek pointed it out in his review, and he's totally right. The plane at full throttle, it kind of wants to do a subtle zoom climb. So I did it so that I programmed in so when the throttle is above 90%, there's a 3% down elevator mix.
So I just put in that link again, guys. So go ahead and get entered in.
See how it does.
It already flies great.
Yeah.
But you notice it climb a little bit?
Yeah, well, on those passes, I was like just hovering my finger a little on down elevator. So okay. It's just one of those things where it's like you don't need it, but it just makes your life a little easier.
Yeah, no, it helps.
A bunch of the HSD planes have that. They have an elevator throttle mix like pre-programmed. Like, like the Super Viper had the same thing. When you go like above a certain throttle, the elevator would go down a little bit.
Yep.
Or something like that.
So GB, I've got my own pizza here. A little bit of pizza here from my local place called Gumba's.
I had pizza. I actually had pizza for dinner too.
So yeah, like I said, it's laid back today, so I'm just doing my own, feeding my face because I did a burner before. Had to get a burner set up and sent to the UK. Boom. So I did that, and then picked up my son from work. I was able to go to O'Reilly's to get some stuff that I need for my car. And then to the post office and a whole bunch of stuff.
FW190.
Fly. Fuck a wolf. Fuck a wolf.
Go fuck a wolf.
Fuck a wolf. Dude, GB, I just noticed, man, you are a member of my channel. Thank you very much, my friend. Very much appreciated.
Bro, this week is going to be big.
When do you start packing?
No, this has nothing to do with the house.
Oh, it has to do with your
has to do with me.
Your certifications.
Wednesday.
Coming of age and so forth.
Wednesday's my 16th birthday. First powered solo happened on my 16th birthday, and then 2 days later on Friday, I'm going in to get my driver's license.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah. I love how I say it. Yeah.
What?
I love how I say it's a big week, but it's like I've already done my first powered solo. What?
Fred Barron's asking me a question about the FMS Hawk and elevator to flat mix. I don't think I used any on that plane.
I didn't have any. It doesn't need it.
Doesn't need it. It depends on your flying style. If you like to hold a little down or hold a little up, you might want to add just barely some, but it doesn't need any.
Angelo, it's called a Focke Wolf, and I probably have close to 20 flights on it now. Oh, cool. Wild Bill. But yeah, so yeah, doing my powered solo on Wednesday. She the way she usually does it is she's like, okay, your first solo, you just do your 3 patterns and that's it. But she's been flying with me for so long and she has so much confidence. She's like, oh, when you do your solo, you're gonna do your 3 circuits, but then I'm gonna have you like leave the pattern and go do whatever the hell you want. Angela, what do you mean any video? Don't you follow me on Instagram? You probably only like the stuff that I tag you in.
Mm-hmm.
If you go look at my Instagram, not my most recent, but my last post has like a bunch of clips of the plane flying. So
your actual birthday is when?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
Wednesday.
So wait a minute. Shadow Ops was talking about some 2-engine car. 2 motors. Sheesh. 3.4 horsepower. From 0.28 cc's. Holy crap. I haven't seen anybody got a job, kid. What? You not be pilot?
You must be pilot. Yeah, and then so I'm soloing on Wednesday. I'm finally getting a fucking haircut. Apparently, do you know a guy named that flies RC? Does Ramsey sound familiar?
Ramsey?
Yeah.
First name?
Yeah.
From local or from somewhere else?
From local, because our barber moved to Arizona, and apparently my dad found this guy, and apparently he flies RC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know his last name, but I know his first name is Ramsey. So
Ramsey? No, I don't know Ramsey.
He's talking about how he flew with Tomcats, and I'm like, okay.
I don't know many people that fly Tomcats. What's up, Madhouse, Mad Dog?
Madhouse 740 Mad Dog. Oh yeah, and then, dude, I finally got to.
Mr. Dillon, what's up?
I finally got to go see my new house this past Wednesday. Oh boy, it's nice. My room, it's like I have my own bathroom and I have my own access to the backyard. And then, dude, this house, it's like, so it's in this community and we're basically like at the back, and you go out of my house and you walk like 20 feet up the street, the biggest field you could ever think of. Biggest field.
Cool.
And it's like, and there's like a perfect like little strip of grass and a little bit of pavement. I can fly park flyers out there. So who knows? Maybe in the summertime when we have the show and it's still light out, you might get some air shows on the show.
Oh shit! Maybe I'll just go out there and we'll do some flying. Who knows?
Yeah.
Days will be long enough.
And the only problem is the field is barbed wired off, so just try not to crash out there.
Oops.
Yeah, there's like a little grass, and then there's like right where the street is, like where the field is. So there's no houses in this field, and where the street is, there's no houses like on that portion of the street. So if I have to like land something on the street, I'm not going to be going over any houses. So it's like perfect.
Cool.
And it's uphill.
Discover RC, what's happening? Thanks for coming by.
What's up, Discover RC? How bad was Mike on Sunday?
No, I'm waiting for the video. You know what's crazy? Mike does his best flying when he's out there.
I don't know why.
Seriously. I mean, he flies good with us too, but I'm just saying he did on those videos, the landings and takeoffs, everything he's doing there is just all out amazing. So, you know,
Mike was not having a good day yesterday or Saturday.
Saturday, no. I mean, he still had some good stuff going on, but
his F4 crashed, and then his F16, the front retract failed.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Again, guys, I'm gonna share that link again just so people can see. Man, Fred Barron, thank you, my friend. I'll post that up there.
Oh,
thank you very much for the super chat.
Discover RC wasn't there, so there's probably not going to be a video.
No, if he wasn't there, there's no video. Oh man. But thank you very much, Fred Barron. There it is right there. Thank you very much. Super chats are very much appreciated. Not required, but they are appreciated.
No, Ray thinks they are required.
No, they're not required.
I know. Just messing.
Whether or not they're there or not, I don't care. But I do appreciate getting them and will not say no.
So Ray has that F104 and that F35.
Yes, I do. And that's something I was going to bring up. The F-35, I think I'm going to leave that for next Monday if I can get some stuff done. But as I was saying about the F-104, I plan on I'm going to do my own funky setup because I could just imagine how fast it's going to be in the F-104. Because I had the F-18 with an unbalanced fan going faster than it's ever gone before with the 1900 kV and the older rotor, which is a little bit thicker, with more pitch to it. So I'm going to do that with the F-104, and that thing should be a bullet.
Because you see how fast mine is with the 2210.
Yeah.
Free wing.
So it's going to be at least that fast, if not a little bit faster. You saw my F-18. The F-18 was going faster than it's ever gone.
Yeah. But dude, my F-104 screams. Yours is probably going to be faster because I did a much better job with your gear because I kind of knew what to expect.
Okay.
And so yours is probably aerodynamically cleaner than mine.
Yeah,
I had to cut the foam behind the wheels, but I measured it this time. So basically, I cut the foam so it's like perfect. So there's no like excess like gaps or when I put the cover back on. All I had to do was just Dremel out the little bit, just a little bit.
Okay. See you, Shadow. Heard you had a long drive, so you're missing the pictures though. I'm going to show you guys some of the pictures from my spotting adventure a couple weeks ago. But we can get to that in a little bit. So
that 104 and that 35, I built those good.
For the most part, I'll put a little bit more glue on the F-35 wings. They're still flopping around a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, just barely. I mean, they're in place, but I always glue the seams because that's
a good amount in there. I put a good amount on the 104. But
104 is pretty good.
You can't. I mean, there's only so much you can do with the 104 because the spar barely sticks out.
Yeah. Well, this thing's it's judging by how fast that F-18 was. I was going into the wind, and that thing was moving faster than it's ever gone. And that fan was buzzing, and it still was screaming. So if I get a perfectly balanced fan, it's going to be pretty damn good, especially in that little missile of an F-104. Gav Street's lucky enough to see the real ones fly because he's right by where they fly.
This little 104 guys.
The real ones.
Yeah, they fly in Florida.
That's where he is. Yeah, and so he actually sent me a video of one flying over him.
They whistle.
They howl. They're all. Whoa! It's pretty cool. Yep.
Timothy came. Huh?
Where's Victor? Victor's usually here. Surprised
I
Nick is
would be
on
pilot.
there. So
He's busy doing other things. Apparently, he's got to like help some family member like going through online traffic school.
oh, okay. So he's busy.
Oops.
Timothy Nelson, what's up? So I think pretty much every Andy Cho, you're asking 70 or 80 for which one? Which plane? So yeah, and now that there's more people showing up, I'm gonna post a link again. If you guys want to get entered into RC Informer's giveaway, I donated 2 fiery booties to him for a giveaway coming up. If you want to get entered into it, take a look at that link. No, you can't. You're no. We won't let you win. Nope.
What did you tell him? Would you tell him I'm not allowed?
No, but I will. Not allowed. Nope, not allowed.
Well, I get them for free anyway. So
you don't get anything for free. What are you talking about? Andy Cho, the F-18 that I'm talking about is the 70 millimeter. I changed the fan in it.
I mean, let's be real. Technically, they're free, but then I did build your planes for you. So
it's not free. We do exchanges. We both, I do something for you. You do something for me. It's not really free. Joe Valdez, what's up? I printed up your postage today.
Oh yeah,
your stuff's going out this week.
Speaking of postage, just get John Shaw's grip packed, and then just give me his info. My mom will make a shipping label, and that plane will probably be to him in 24 hours.
Nice. Okay, so I'll try to get it Wednesday or Thursday. I'll try to get it.
Thursday will probably be better, because if you give it to me Thursday, then my mom can get it shipped out Friday morning, because Wednesday I'm going to be beyond busy. So
yeah, no, I know. Dennis Farley, you're correct. That's exactly what it is.
It called what did I say?
Help each other out. No, it's barter. It's the barter system.
So,
those of you that don't know, too, that's my website down there on the screen. If you haven't checked out my website, go ahead and look there.
So John Shaw, he bought your grip.
Yeah, he did, and he's got a burner too, though. So I'm going to include a burner for another plane for F-18 in that box as well. So spend my time getting that thing together and shipped out.
I think I'm already thinking about what planes I'm going to buy now that I'm moving to a bigger house.
Anyone think the registration is a lot of work? No, Dana's RC. It's easy. You just have to type in. Go ahead and look at it. Type in your info. Say whether you're in the USA or abroad. That's it. Email.
Dana don't need no fiery booty though. He don't fly jets.
Hey, I made a fiery booty for a guy at the helicopter.
Why?
He put it in his exhaust. In the helicopter.
Yes, sir. Can't wait to get it. Yeah, John Shaw. My Ray will pack it up, and then my mom's gonna ship it out, because my mom basically she mails a bunch of stuff out. So the shipping companies, they know them. So like when I sent my T-33 to Phone Boy, it went from California to Ohio in 24 hours for less than $10.
Nice. Hamilton, what's up?
You'll get a gripping, and don't worry about paying shipping, because it'll be cheap.
Yeah, no, he's good. There's nothing to ship, he just paid for the burner and for that, and that's it. I got everything else handled. It's gonna take probably over an hour to get it packed, but oh well.
Dude, the amount of brain power it took me and Mike to pack that T-33. We had to take a second box and extend it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like hot glued, bro. It was jank. But
well, the problem with the Gripen is that they have that extension, that one little rear piece that I already glued in place. So I'm not pulling that apart. I'll have to extend it. Extend the box.
It just drips some alcohol in there. It'll come right off.
Mess with the paint. I don't want to do that.
There's no paint. Oh, that's right. The paint on the outside. Oh.
Yeah. Nope, not gonna do it. So I'll just figure out a way to make it work. Alan Gentry, what's happening? Alan, message me on Facebook later after the show, or maybe sometime tomorrow. So let's see what else. So, as I said, I was doing some plane spotting a couple of weeks ago, and went up to Fresno.
Which airport was it at?
It's at the Yosemite International. The main
KFAT?
airport. Yeah, KFAT. It's the regular airport, but they have on one side.
Sweet.
One side there's the
It's the Air National Guard.
airport, and then the other side's the Air National Guard.
KFAT.
So I've got some pictures that I'd like to share with you guys. It's going to require sharing the screen, so if it does something weird, I'm sorry.
If you're fat, go to KFAT.
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 So share screen. So you'll still be able to hear me, but you'll be able to see.
You still haven't flown your Su-30, Fred? You got that plane like a long ass time ago.
Yeah, burn one.
Shay's got an Su-30 coming.
Oh, really? All right, guys. So I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, Lamar.
Okay, so let's see here. Hopefully, you're probably gonna see us here for a split second, and then I'm gonna switch.
Roy, KFAT's in Fresno. It's Fresno Yosemite International, and then there's Fox Charlie Hotel, which is Fresno Chandler, which is where I'm going to be taking my power check ride. Fresno Chandler.
All right, so here we go, guys. It's going to be a little weird for half a second. Bloop.
Dip, dip, doo. Nothing changed.
I know, but it will right now. It's going to be strange, but there we go.
Oh boy.
So this is the first, just as I'd gotten there. That's not the clearest picture, but that's an F-35. Can you see all right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's an F-35 taking off. This is at the farther end of the at the runway.
Runway.
The runway. I'm trying to do two things at once, but this was I didn't have the best lens, but my wife let me use her camera. It had a.
Did it say no way Julie took these photos?
No, because hers it would be perfect if she did. But this was cool. I just got in there and I couldn't see all that great, but then all of a sudden I heard the noise, so I knew it was coming. So these are from Luke Air Force Base, and they're participating in an exercise with the F-15s, F-16s, and then the F-5s that I don't have a way to show you here on.
Oh, I saw the F-5s. They went over my house in formation.
Yeah, 3 of them or 4 of them?
There was 2. It was just 2.
Yeah, there's 3 that took off together later on. So they have to shut their burners off just as they get to the freeway.
Yeah, because of noise.
Noise issues. But my God, those things are loud. Now, this is when I first got there, and I got kicked out of here because this is a Cessna Service Center. So some dude in a short sleeve shirt and a tie was standing there in the window looking at me the whole damn time. And the cop came over and he was cool about it. He said,
what the hell are you doing, though?
Huh?
You're taking pictures of airplanes.
I know, exactly. And the guy's just like, oh, yeah, well, you can't really be here. So these are
Karen.
F-15Cs. Yeah, pretty much. I flipped them off as I left. But anyway. So this is when I first got there, and there's an F-16. I think I got a good shot of that one. You can see the FLIR pod on these too, which is kind of cool. There's a FLIR pod. I don't know if you can see my...
It's like a nipple.
Yeah. These are cool. The F-16s, they didn't use afterburners to take off. They took off in military power. You don't have to use afterburner for those guys to get up in the air. They just use military power to get up, which was cool. And this is the funniest thing. This is, I think, Nate, do you know what plane that is? I think it's a Luscombe.
That's not a Luscombe.
What is it?
Zoom. Dude, I don't know the guy who owns that, but that plane is based out of Fraser Lake.
Is it?
I've seen that plane so many times. I don't know what it's called, though.
It took off, and it was doing like 30 miles an hour. Like 30 miles an hour.
I don't know what it is.
Is it an Aronca or something, or what?
No. God, what's the name of it? I know what it is, but...
It's not a Stinson, is it?
No, it's not a Stinson. It's not a Cessna.
No. But look at this, though. See, he was on the other runway. There's a left and right runway here. He was on the runway closest to us, which is the left. But here he is barely moving. And then there's an F-16 blasting by him. You know his ears were hurting. from inside that plane, unless they got their headphones on, of course.
Well, if they're flying out of KFAT, they better have a headset on.
Yeah. So there's that's a good one with the FLIR pod there. So I took over 500 pictures that day, and you'll see there's a lot more that are coming. These are worth sharing though. So you guys are going to get a little bit of a bird's eye view into everything I'm going to do, because I'm going to put this in a
It's not a 148.
I don't know what it is. All I know is it was hella funny.
I know what it is. I just can't think of the name.
I can get a good close. I got a
Zoom
good
in on
close
it.
shot of it. There. This is a classic late 30s airplane.
I can't think of
I don't
the
know
name.
what the hell it is.
I can't. I know what it is. I just can't think of the damn name.
It looks like, see the wing struts look like it's a Piper, isn't it?
I have no idea. Something like that.
Is it a Cub?
You know what it could be, because the plane I'm thinking of doesn't have wing struts. So
Because that's a Cub thing right here.
yeah, it might be some sort of Piper.
It's a cool little plane though, really pretty.
There you go. Is it it's probably a Taylor craft is what it is.
It could be. I don't know. I can't look at the chat right now either, guys. Sorry.
It's not a Champ. Champ has a fattier wing.
But that was hilarious. That little thing. So I went to go get a Subway sandwich, and this is at the other side of the runway. So I was trying to get pictures of them coming in. There's the F-35s coming over me. This was so weird too, because the pollution was crazy high that day. There was some cloud of pollution that was hovering over the valley for some oddball reason. And I happened to be the day that I was there. And it's just terrible out there.
Did that do?
But there's the F-35s. Those are the ones I saw take off. These are the ones they're coming into land now. I was standing in the parking lot holding the Subway sandwich, taking pictures of these. And then there's the F-16s coming into land. That was a cool shot, even though it's a long ways away. It's still
That's the community we're going to live in, Ridgemark. Sonny's way.
Cool. Turn it around. But some of these pictures get better, so just hang tight. I'll just go through them quickly.
Taylor Cub. There you go. It's a Taylor Cub.
Let me turn my phone on so I can see the chat. But let me keep going through the pictures just so y'all can see. So this is when I was trying to figure out exactly where I was going to end up. Where I was going to end up here. Let's see. It's the chat. So I was still surveying places to go because there's no place to park around the runway. See right below where this plane is right now, in this spot, let me get a little closer. Right down here, you can stand there, but you have to walk out there. And I had no place to park without getting, without somebody getting mad at me parking in their spot. So where I ended up.
What we can do when I get my license, if you ever want to go there, just, hey, we'll get in the airplane and we'll go. Although,
well, we'll see. I mean, it was cool to go out there. It was no big
I don't know about Max Grossweight, but
yeah, shut up. Yeah, I know I'm trouble.
Hey, that's me too. That's me too.
So as I'm standing there taking pictures, I'm like, holy crap, there's open spots over there. So what I ended up doing was driving over there. So like I was standing like right here.
Paul McNeil says maybe they thought you were Muslim.
Oh God, no! I'm just a black guy. That's all. It's a black guy. Oh, let's call him. Let's call the cops. There's a black guy standing by the airport.
Oh God.
Whatever. Let's see if he's gonna try to rob the guy in the Cessna. Anyway, the cop was cool.
I mean, it is Fresno, so.
The cop was cool. He looked at me and he's like, yeah, these people here, and he kind of winked at me. He said, I don't care. You're supposed to be here. Just said, you're taking pictures of the airplanes. Just said, but they say you're not supposed to park here. And he looked at me and said, so you need to hurry up and leave. And he kind of winked at me. He said, you can take pictures from anywhere. You just can't take pictures right here. So anyway, this is a cool plane here. So the one that the new Arrows plane is, the new Arrows plane.
That's a California one.
This is from California, yes, but the new Arrows plane is similar because it's got that same little eagle thing from Klamath, up there at Klamath at Kingsley. But this is the one that we have here in the U.S. In the U.S. here in California.
GB, you'd be surprised.
This is our plane.
GB,
So,
you go out towards the Central Valley,
there are lots of them, my friend, but we're not going to get into that. So
there are lots of them out there.
Unfortunately, yeah, lots. But this is a cool plane. It wasn't flying that day, but still cool to see. I saw it from a distance. I need to go back out there with the 400
It'd be close, Joe. It'd be pretty close.
So this is one I got super giddy and happy because they rolled right past. I didn't realize they were going to do that. So it was kind of cool to see them up close. But they rolled right past. And then I actually got, the guys looked at me a couple times. I don't know if I got pictures of that. But yeah, it was cool to see these things. The sound that they make when they take off is just, you have to, I mean, the F-15, it's got 2 engines, so you expect it to be loud. But the F-35, it's only got 1. And that thing makes so much damn noise. I couldn't get over how much noise it made. So here you can see on this light, those guys were coming in. There was 2 F-35s that didn't go up, 3 actually, that didn't go up on those sorties. But all the planes that were there flew. And then there's more pictures to come, so let's just keep going. But I'll just get through them quickly. There's the F-15s coming in. Got some cool shots of those. I think that one's pretty clear. I got some, towards the end, I got some good pictures. But again, there was a lot of pollution in the air, so I couldn't get the best shots because of that. But this is a really clear one here. That's a good picture. This is one of the F-15Cs that's stationed there in Fresno. Cool planes. These things are loud when they take off. Super, super loud. So I'll just, like I said, I'm speeding through them just so you guys can see. There was a really cool, here, this is a couple shots where I got here. But this is cool because you get to see how they come in. And when they come in, they keep that attitude the whole way down. And that you can hear them feathering the throttle. The cool thing is these exhaust nozzles, they have this little air, it's a bleed air actuated valve that sounds like an air ratchet. So every time they open or close, they make this noise, and you can hear it constantly doing it the whole time that it's coming in. So this is taking pictures through the fence.
The Arrows F-15 looks cool, but now that the Freewing comes with a 9-blade, it's not in stock. I might just get a Freewing. We'll see.
I like the small one. I want to get that small one.
Yeah, I don't. But to put burners in it, I have to change the fans.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about the burners. I just want to have something different. It's cool to have a 7.
I like that TBM. Is that a TBM or is that a Malibu?
I think
that's a TBM.
That's TBM.
That's a TBM 850. It's got a 4-blade prop. That's why.
Is it a 4? I can't even see.
Yeah, it's a 4-blade prop. It's an 850. We actually had a guy almost belly up at a TBM.
Uh-oh. So yeah, guys, the F-15 makes a really cool sound just when it's cruising. Makes this cool howl. Yeah. So I got to see those guys fly over, and then they do a break. And again, I have videos of these, but I'll do that later. I need to go out there again with the 400 lens.
Timothy Nelson, I can speak from personal experience. When he's talking about how to do an engine check with an F-18 staying 5 feet away and full afterburner. I actually have personal experience because we had an F-18 fly into Hollister for the air show, and I was there when it departed. And, you know, I hang around there. So I'm like, oh, let me stand next to the runway when this thing takes off. Holy shit.
It's crazy loud.
I couldn't hear for like an hour after that.
You didn't have earplugs? What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I didn't think anything.
I had earplugs for where I was because I needed them.
Pussy.
Yeah, okay, sure. I like my hearing. I've already lost quite a bit. This is cool. You can see the air brake coming up. Starts going up right there. Then touchdown. Let's get up close on that.
The EQ. Chirp, chirp.
And then you can see the exhaust opening up. Just before it touched down, you hear it go reep. And the exhaust nozzle's opening up. I didn't get anybody to wave at me, but it's still. I think this guy was looking at me.
He's like, this guy's sus now.
So who's this idiot?
I don't think he's looking at you,
Oh,
right?
he wasn't looking. Never mind. The F-35 guys were looking at the direction a couple times.
Like, who's this idiot?
This dingus.
You should have had your model F-35. Look.
This guy's looking down and driving forward.
Don't text and drive.
Yeah, so this is with what, a 120? No, a 185 lens. I don't remember what the lens was.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm still able to hear after that experience, but
Well, you lost a little bit that day, I'm sure.
probably.
So this was cool. I didn't know this, but the Beal boys.
Looks like a T-38. Yeah,
It is. It's one of the Beal guys. They were actually there helping. They were
like a
playing.
stick bug from in the air.
They were playing as aggressors. So there was one at Moffett. There's a Mooney coming in. There was one at Moffett. And there was one. Look how he just scooted by him like he wasn't even there.
Hi, bye-bye.
That
That's how my mom felt when she did her first landing at San Jose International. There's a 737 just whizzing by her. She's in a 152.
Okay, this is kind of funny. So back in the days, I used to love Honda Civics and CRX and all that stuff. Now I no longer have that, so this is kind of where I've been.
Is that your car back there?
That's my car right there. But this is a car that I used to have. I was very fond of, and I had a few of them. I talked to the kid. I told him, I said, "Man, you're taking me back big time. This is taking me back to when I had." And I told him all the ones I had. He's like, "Whoa, those are the ones I wanted." And I said, "Yeah, well, I had them, but now I'm driving this."
Chicks don't dig a lot, GB.
That was cool. So then this is when everything started going crazy. This was cool because this plane here actually backed up on its own. He put it out there, and then I guess they were checking the reverse because he backed the plane out.
The MD-80s would actually just do that like all the time.
I know that's the way that they back out. But this guy backed up probably like 25, 30 feet checking the reverse thrust.
Hey, it works.
So then F-35 sortie again. I think I just got pictures of these, but they were sitting there waiting for this guy to come in.
Citation.
It's citation, right? Yeah.
It's a 525.
So he comes in.
Did he land over them?
No. They're off to the side.
Oh, I was going to say.
No, they're off to the side. But those two F-15s are going to take off too. So then the F-35s, these are the A models too. This was crazy loud. And I had the earplugs in, and it was still loud. Because I'm probably about less than a quarter mile away from them right now.
At Plains of Fame, and when I'm in the VIP tent, I'm like right next to the runway where they take off, and the F-22 whizzed by. Man, that was loud.
It's loud. The F-35 is louder.
Oh, I know.
F-22, and I don't know how or why, but they didn't really hit the burners until after they'd gotten past. But oh my God, it was loud. Holy crap, it was loud. The F-15s, they hit the burners earlier, but
Fred.
You can kind of see it there. Let me see if you can see it.
See the burners, the Gooniac priority booty.
They just sort of started to come in right there because they come in stages on this one.
So, guys, Gooniac has gone to the Air Force and the Air National Guard. He now sells their products. He now sells their products and puts them in real airplanes.
Yeah. So this little Embraer, they had to wait for that guy to come in too.
Like freaking regional.
No,
jets.
He's waiting to take off. I don't know.
Regional jets.
Yeah. But this is cool because you get to see all these planes sitting. So you get to see F-16, the T-38s. So there's two F-15s, one F-15 there, F-15 there, two F-16s here, 2 F-35s in front of them, and then the T-38s over there from Beale, and all of those are just sitting there. You could smell it too, because all the there was no wind. Really was no wind that day, but all that jet exhaust. See all those 4 F-8, F-15 sitting there ready to go, and they all took off one after another.
Woman.
Really crazy. So I think I took video of these, so I didn't take pictures. But the T-38 is such a cool looking plane. Let's see if I can get a good zoom in on that.
It's funky looking, in my opinion.
It is, but it looks really. Even though it's as old as it is, it still looks pretty modern, I think.
It looks cool on the ground, but in the air, it looks like a bug.
Yeah, it does. It's like a beetle. There's a better shot of the California plane.
The Fresno F-15s. Frank put his F-15 in that scheme.
Yep. So there's that. So then the F-15s go up, and this is where you get to see some burner action. So,
Fiery booty.
I took videos of these too, but this one, he gets on the burners right about there.
Yeah, I can see the burners.
And you can see it. And then you get to see some shot cones a little later. Oh my God, that was loud. Holy crap, that was loud.
Gooniac fiery booty.
Yeah, that's where the fire booty came from. That's why it's that color. But yeah, this thing was loud. He got on it.
Damn, your uncle has an MU-2?
The MU-2, those are cool. That's one of my favorite planes.
Those planes are, if you've ever heard of air ADs, look at an MU-2.
It's a Mitsubishi.
AD, you know what an AD is?
Mm-mm.
Airframe directive. Like when an airplane has, like you know how when Freewing had the MiG-29 and they put out that like warning? That's basically an AD.
Okay.
The MU-2, like they had to like make a bunch of restrictions on it. Like it couldn't be sold. Like you have to have a certain amount of hours to fly it because it had maintenance problems. And it's like if you fuck it up while you're flying, then
and it's got huge props. Those props are gigantic.
It's got like a whole like sheet of like do's and don'ts.
Yeah. It's a Mitsubishi.
Just like the cars.
Check out the shot cones on the
Gooniac product.
That's right.
Or is that?
So that, and then I think it got even. Yeah, there we go. That's really good there.
There's a fiery booty for you right there.
There you go, right there.
Fiery.
What I didn't know is that they were doing that's takeoff flaps too. What I didn't know is that they did night ops that night too. Because after I got home, I got to see the F5s coming down.
What the hell is that?
Well,
what is this?
I don't even know what you're looking at because I can't see. I'm looking.
Turbine. Do you follow Turbines RC on Instagram?
Yeah.
Look at this thing.
I can't look at what you're looking at.
What?
I gotta look at the screen.
What is that?
Is it the F-16 XL? Because that's what I saw in there earlier.
This.
I can't see what this is. Tell me. Describe it. Because
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Okay. There's more burners. So there you can actually see some afterburners, guys. You see if unfortunately the little electric cart. I actually work on these things. A little electric cart's in the way.
Look what I just sent you.
I will right now.
Instagrams.
Check out the burning, y'all. Look at that.
Fiery booty.
So look, they're more of like an amber color. So if you wonder why I used it that color, that's why. Okay, so let me look.
I think that is the F-16 XL that I just sent you.
If it's from, yeah, it is F-16 XL. That was a concept that they did. And somebody's selling it now.
Like, bro.
Yeah, I think it looks goofy, but whatever. So we're almost to the end of this, but.
Oh yeah, and then there's that like 70 millimeter grip and like what?
I know it's all this other stuff, but you can only get that in China.
China.
There's some more burnage, and notice how everything looks kind of fuzzy, because it was shaking everything. Everything was shaking when this thing went by. My shirt was shaking.
Those planes have some real hemorrhoids.
Literally. I mean, it was, and he got on it before the other guy even did. So you can see the burner a little more there. I couldn't get my camera to shoot fast enough. Look at that. You see some fire. Actually, we have a forklift similar to that. I think that's electric. It is electric. It's a big old battery right there. But yeah. So that's it. And I have more of this stuff coming. Oh, there's a cool heli came in. I had a Huey come by too. The Huey, I think they were checking something on it because it kept doing the exact same circuit over and over and over and over. That's oh, and these are cool. There's more. So F-16 coming in with the F-15. This is a cool shot.
The size difference.
Huh? I know. Look at that. Now the funny thing is, this plane has two of the same engines that this one does. Only has one though. So this is loud when it takes off. This is double as loud when it takes off. So. Oh, shut up. So this was cool. I got to see the brake right overhead. I think you can see the pilot in this one.
Heavy pilot.
Yeah, this is a good shot.
Now they were being pilot.
Yeah, they were actually being full on. The pilot everybody wants to be.
Pilot.
Yeah, this was cool.
Pilot.
But the F-15 makes a really cool noise, and it's just cruising and coming over.
Is it me or does a bigger? Is it me or do I? Okay. Is it me or do you people like the sound of a big old jet engine or a big old radial?
I like radials. I like both. Well, this is.
I like radials more. They don't fit your ears.
Radial's a different sound.
Or a Merlin. I like Merlins. The frickin' what's the one? I keep forgetting the name. It's the Merlin, the one that like the Mark 14 Spitfire has.
The Griffin.
The Griffin, yeah, that's what it is.
That one has a very peculiar sound. It's got like a little weird blurb that it does. It has a buzz. It's a stutter. It's like a stutter to it. F-35's coming in.
That radial piston power.
What I like are the multi-row radials. So like the ones from like the.
Have you ever heard twin engine dreadnought?
No, the B-29, that engine, or the B-17, or the B-24, or I've heard an F-2G. That was crazy. That huge engine in that thing. Oh, hey, look, check this out. That's a Cirrus.
Ew. You couldn't even pay me to ride one of those.
So that's it. But I figured I'd share with y'all so you could see some of what I have been looking at. I'll do a video later with some screenshots and other stuff.
The scariest thing I think that's ever happened to me is when a T6 backfired right behind me.
Bang! I've heard that several times.
That scared me more than the sneak pass by the Thunderbirds.
It's loud.
Bam! Sounded like a
loud.
shotgun going off.
It's louder than a shotgun. The one I heard sounded like.
Well, it was cold out and he landed and he ripped the throttle back. And boom!
One I heard was during startup. It didn't even start. It just went bang.
My mom did that one time with our plane.
And all the alarms were going off.
My mom thought, so basically, like, sometimes my mom starts the airplane, taxis over the fuel island, and then she basically thought, oh, I'm going to give it 6 shots to start it first. Oh, but then after I leave the fuel pump, I'm going to give it 6 more shots. And I'm like, no,
Dang.
don't give it any shots. It's already primed. And she gave it 6 shots, and she turns the key, bang! I was like, Mom, what are you doing? And I'm like, you just flooded the damn thing. And then I'm like, okay, give it a hot start. She's like, how do I do that? And I'm like,
bang. Yeah, no, I love
full throttle, mixture out, start it, and as soon as it fires, flip them.
So Nate, you used to get we'd get the radios and all that other stuff flying over all the time.
Bombers.
It used to happen during May with the
the
P-51 Foundation.
I honestly think that the P-51 was flying back from somewhere, and I think they told him to remain outside of the San Jose Class Charlie, because, man, he went right over my school like 1,500 feet, and he was hauling ass. It looked like he was, because I'm basically like Los Gatos is like right on the edge of the San Jose Class Charlie airspace, and it looked like he was just skirting around it. I was like,
That's
"Damn."
where they dive in to come into land.
Yeah,
Start diving down.
yeah, I reckon. I think the B1 beats anything.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Although, any of you that have been lucky enough to see the Concorde, that's pretty cool too. But I mean, that doesn't happen anymore. But the Concorde was pretty damn awesome. I got to hear that.
You ever see a Concorde fly?
I did. I got to hear that.
I obviously never heard that.
They had one come over to the West Coast back in the 80s, the mid 80s, to do.
They probably never flew them out of San Francisco because of noise.
But they did for this a special occasion. They'd fly halfway to Hawaii and come back.
If they took off on runway 10 left and right, the Concorde wouldn't be back because it'd be taken off away from everything. But I remember when I go to my great grandma's house when I was young, we used to watch her. All the 28 left and right traffic, they would take off and they would be basically sucking their gear up right as they flew over the house. So
yeah, that's I know which one you're talking about. That's where the 747s and the real big ones take off from.
Oh yeah, yeah. She lives. Have you ever been in the South San Francisco town?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where the Seas Candy is?
I think so.
There's like a Seas Candy, and then there's like a shopping center across the way.
I know where the shopping center is. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so there's a Seas Candy. My grandma basically lives like behind the Seas. My great grandma's house was basically behind the Seas Candy.
Yeah, Brandon, I know you're gonna be here for like
Brandon's gonna be a flyby
minutes and be like, oh yeah, they're boring, whatever. You just missed the airplanes. I had a whole bunch of airplanes I was showing.
I'm just glad Brandon's enjoying my Corsair.
Yeah,
he says he loves it, so that's good.
Cool.
But,
I got to see the Concorde for over a week. We went to watch it take off.
Yeah, Brandon, Seas Candy on El Camino.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you'd go by the Seas Candy, and you make a right on that first street past the Seas Candy, and then my grandma lived on Sonora, 26 Sonora. I'll never forget that address.
Cool.
Never forget that.
Actually, the first time I met Brandon was not too far from there, because I sold him one of my P-51s, but this was probably further south, but in that same basic area.
The amount of shit that happened to me on 26 Sonora. Ate shit on a bike, landed in a rose bush.
Ouch.
Man, there was some other stuff that happened, but I'm not going to talk about it on the show. I think Ray's probably heard it.
Bird's from
across from Goodwill, right across from Goodwill.
Mike Bird, you've probably seen that a lot because you're from the UK. That's where a lot of them are based out of. I have one personal size pizza, GB, that I've been slowly eating. So I've got another two.
Doesn't mean that pizza be done in 5 minutes. I don't know why. I just eat like there's no tomorrow. I eat hella fast.
Yeah, exactly, Brandon. That non-centering aileron Frankie, the one that had the metal rods and the single servo in the middle.
That's why the 1700 millimeter sucks, because they put the servos way in the fuse. That's why I like the E-Flight, because they put the servos all the way at the tail, so there's no play. I'm gonna bring my P-51 out next time. I think I'll bring both that and the Focke-Wulf, but we'll see, because I want to fly formation with Keons, and then I want to have a plane to dogfight him with. The Mustang's gonna freaking lap the Focke-Wulf.
Okay, Wolf.
Focke-Wulf flies amazing. It's okay with speed. It's not crazy fast. The Mustang's just really fast. I don't know what it is.
Is not as fast as the Mustang. I know that.
No way.
But it looks really cool.
It does look cool in the air, and it flies really good.
And Brandon, that Frankie was fun.
Ferocious Frankie.
Not the fastest. Actually, mine was pretty quick. I had
1700 is pretty quick.
I had a Spitfire that was fun too.
I kind of want to get the flight line, but it's like,
There were these 1100 kV motors that they sold from this place called Laser Toys.
Laser Toys. That's what Flight Test used in their stuff.
Yeah, for their motors, probably for the Blue Wonders. And then there was this guy on eBay that sold adapter plates for the brushed motors. You could take the brushed motors out and put brushless motors in.
Oh, I think I know you're talking about those old Horizon brushed Warbirds.
That's what it was.
I had the FW. Oh, that's the one Brandon got. They were made out of that plastic.
Yeah, it was like what Alpha models used to make their
Yeah,
plane.
Sharam had the Focke-Wulf they had. And he gave it to me, and he gave me the 72 meg radio with like the crooked sliding throttle. I had that.
I had that. I had the same one. That one just died a horrible death.
Dude, the Focke-Wulf flew awesome.
It did. It was amazing. It was fast.
Until I hand launched it and it went into a tree.
I launched it and I was flying like a madman, but it didn't have I didn't have a UVC. I was hauling ass around and then it just lost signal completely, which is just like it shut down, and it just went in full speed, straight down, nothing left because it was just a plastic skeleton with with foam around it.
Brandon's take the FW in a month. Well, we'll see, Brandon. We'll see what happens. I don't think I'll get rid of it, but
Brandon, you actually remember San Antonio Hobby Shop? That's old school.
Isn't that in San Francisco?
No, it was here in Mountain View.
Huh.
That was a spot for a long time.
Joe Pellegrino, how is the landing? It's fine. It's not hard. Don't listen to other people. Don't watch any. Just. I was gonna say stuff, but I don't want to. I was about to say something, but I didn't. Because,
Brandon, San Antonio Hobby Shop. That's basically the place that I think my brother and I bought our engine from there. No, we didn't. We bought parts from there.
Sheldon.
There's a place called Pics Hobby where we bought the engine from. But there's Sheldon's. We never did go to Sheldon's, but Sheldon's had cool commercials.
You know what was cool? You know what one of the best hobby shops I ever went to around here? I don't know if it's still open, but Talbot's Toys.
I think they're still there. It was in San Mateo.
Yeah, they had like the toy store.
On 3rd Avenue.
Yeah, they had the toy store, and then they had the hobby shop.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was growing, I've lived in Los Gatos all my life, but my great grandma, when she had Alzheimer's, right? So this is when my grandma had a full-time job. So my mom, basically I was born, and then within 2 weeks, I started doing this. We'd wake up at 5 a.m. and we'd drive to South San Francisco. So I did my whole preschool. All my preschool was in South San Francisco. But I remember my neighbor, one of my great-grandma's neighbors, when I started getting into planes, he would go to Talbot's Toys and he'd buy the plastic models that you had to build. And every day I'd come, we'd build it. I think I built a Harrier with him, an SR-71. I built a lot of plastic models when I was a little kid. So,
Rackham Roy, there used to be a place called D&G Hobby.
Oh God, I had an experience with a D&J employee.
It's long gone.
I remember I bought a Nano QX. When it first came out, and it broke. And the guy tried to blame it on me. I'm like, no, it did not work. I plug a battery in, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I was mad. The Nano QX was cool.
Yeah, but you had to have a big open space for it.
What are you talking about?
I mean, not a big open space. What I meant was if you had a whole bunch of people with them, it was a lot of fun in a big open space. I used to fly it here in the house. I'd open the sliding door, sit here, fly outside, turn around on the patio, and come back in here. Freak out all the birds.
The tiny whoops are fun. I remember with tiny whoops, one of my orange cat, he'd stand kind of tall, so I'd fly a tiny whoop between his legs, piss him off, make him so mad. He'd be like, he'd jump. And then my dog. I had the Inductrix Plus, the red one. And this is when we had just gotten our Doxy dog. He's like a Dachshund Chihuahua, and this thing was so fun. It was like the Inductrix was a little bigger with a little more powerful motors. So much fun. And then I was flying it, and the battery died, and my dog took it. And she ate it.
Uh-oh.
Good thing she was about to bite into the battery. I had to rip it out of her mouth.
So Mike Bird, thanks so much for coming by and hanging out with us. I see it's crazy early there.
See you, Mike Bird.
Thank you for hanging out with us over here across the pond.
You flew with OG Max. I thought you meant Max, but he's in Virginia. You flew with OG Max.
Yeah, he likes flying over Sierra.
I need to go to Sierra Point with them.
I'll go one of these days.
Oh my god, dude! The amount of memes and the amount of people posting like this 777. It's like great. The pilot did an amazing job, but these people are saying like he's like a god. He's like people are calling him the new Sully. I'm like,
no,
he's not. It's great. He was calm. He landed that plane. But he's not the new Sully. Are you crazy? People, man, people.
Hey, anybody that can land a plane with a problem does get kudos.
Yeah,
but he had one. At least he had one engine.
Yeah, Sully had none.
None.
All he had was the water. This guy could have just ventured on. Well, I mean, I would. You know what I mean. He was completely fine.
Yeah, Sully had both engines out. This guy still had one. That other one was on fire the whole time, but
yeah. Yeah, my mom was watching the news. They're like, the new Sully.
No, shut up,
dude. And like he was so calm. I'm like, that's what we're trained to do.
They're trained to do that.
We're trained to stay calm because the people that freak out are the ones that die.
Flying is easy. It's when things go wrong. That shows the people that were really trained well.
The way my instructor teaches, she's like, okay, part of your pre-takeoff checklist, you're expecting the engine to fail. Because if it fails and you're not expecting it, that's when shit happens. But she's like, okay, taking off. And I basically tell myself too, like, okay, and this is when I'm flying powered, okay, the engine's gonna fail. When I'm flying gliders, okay, the rope's gonna break.
Yep.
You gotta be prepared. See you, Dennis. Yeah, the engine fire was insane. My buddy on Instagram, Calvin Winder, you follow him or you've probably seen his stuff.
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
But he DM'd me, he's like, yeah, dude, that engine nacelle landed like an hour from my house. He lives in Colorado.
Oh, he's in Colorado? Okay.
Yeah. Dude, the amount of memes on this. Boeing. Bits of engine in neighbor's garden.
Did you see the videos of all the debris falling?
Yeah.
There's videos of like this debris like for like a half a mile, just debris falling in the air.
Yeah.
The middle of a truck is just totally bent in.
Yeah, the Ring doorbell caught the parts falling.
Yeah.
Let me show you this. Pretty funny.
Oh God! It's the engine. Now something else happened over in the UK too with the 747. Not the UK, in Europe, with the 747 engine exploding and showering blades all over, poking holes in cars and other stuff. Yeah, the 777's engines are huge too.
It's Craigslist bad for them for the front engine to sell.
Yeah, I think they're going to want that back for some investigation. So, guys, if you missed it already, I'm posting it again. That's the link to join the giveaway, to get entered into the giveaway for Mr. RC Informer. He's going to be not auctioning off, but giving away a couple of my burners. So get entered in so you can win, and it doesn't matter where you are, anywhere in the world. I'll be giving one away international and one away here in the U.S. So, but
yeah,
we're not going to go forever tonight, guys. It's already 8:30. We've been going on for over an hour, and all we've been doing is blabbering. And I showed you guys some pictures. Bzz. Here, just show people the picture instead of just like here. Show the picture.
This is the mall that got mangled on Saturday, as you guys can see. Basically, okay, I'll tell the story. So, this guy is based out of Reed Hillview, which is like, call it 20 miles north of Hollister. And I don't know who this guy is, but basically his initial arrival was terrible. Landing, bounced it, and it was swerving across the runway. It just looked sketch. Oh yeah, did I tell you the guy sitting in the right seat was an instructor? But basically, see, his initial arrival was terrible, and he did like 2 more landings that sucked. But basically, I guess there was an instructor in the right seat. He's like, okay, we're gonna do high-speed taxis, and it's like that's the worst thing to do in a tail dragger. Maybe if you keep all 3 wheels down and you just kind of speed up a little bit. But he was like picking the tail up, and it was a little windy. And I was just like, and he did a couple of these, and they looked sketch. But on his 4th one, I wasn't looking. I was pulling a glider out because I work on the glider line. I was pulling a glider out, and there's a bunch of glider trailers along the ramp, and I couldn't see this guy. But I heard him hit the throttle, and I heard tires screeching, and I'm like, uh-oh. And then all of a sudden I heard bang! Basically, what happened, according to the pilot, was he hit the throttle, the plane started going left because of torque, then it went right, and then it went back to the left and started screeching the tires. He ran off the runway, and he had to hit the brakes, and it went over on its nose. But so in the photo, you guys can see spinner and proper destroyed, engines destroyed because it hit the ground pretty much at full throttle. But what you can't see is there's a big dent on the side of the fuselage, and if you look at this, you can see the top of the cowling is messed up. Basically, the whole engine got pushed back, and the fuselage is probably internally destroyed. The engine's destroyed. And according to the guy, he had just bought in this plane like a month ago, which is like the mall. It's a mall, a 2001 mall. So it's probably $300,000 to $400,000, and now he's probably got 40 to 50K in repairs ahead of him. Probably more. Ray, you're muted.
I know. Could be more than that. I figured you wouldn't want to hear me smacking over here, so.
You're what?
Figured you wouldn't want to hear me smacking as I'm eating.
Oh, I thought you meant something else. I was like, Ray?
Smacking on food, dingus.
You said snacking. I thought you said smacking. I was like,
No.
It's like, what you smacking? But yeah.
Eating on some garlic pizza.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's barbecue chicken, but there's lots of garlic on it too, which is good. Wife will not like me later because I'll be farting garlic under the sheets. Fart, fart.
Oh, God.
Anyway, y'all, I think we're probably going to get ready to go here because it's been over an hour. I don't want to go for 2 hours today. But thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for coming by. Brandon, thanks for hanging out for a little bit. You did.
World record.
So yeah, who's talking about this? Reckham, yeah, my what was it called? RC Unlimited over in Campbell. They had big slot car tracks, and I had my son's birthday there one year. My oldest had a birthday. Had all his friends come there, and they had that whole. What's this? Oh my! You actually got a good landing. I don't believe it. Oh my good landing!
My best landing with the F4 ever was when I couldn't see a damn thing. The camera makes it look brighter. I don't know why. I'm just
who's landing now?
Huh?
Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hard to see.
Yeah, your landing was buttery because you had freaking full gyro gains.
It was full gyro. I didn't even know what the hell it was doing.
The plane was like gridlocked.
Oh, it just stood there. And then I tried to roll, and it would be like, barely move. And then I noticed when I did a flyby, I'm like, why is it shaking? What the heck?
The lemons are weird sometimes. Sometimes you plug them in and they go to full gain. That's why with every plane that has a lemon now, I plug it in and I give it a quick shake.
The new ones. It's only the new ones. Because the other ones never did
my A4 has the short wire, and it does not do that.
It will not do that.
Only the diversity.
Only new ones, yeah. So I don't know. I'll have to. I'm actually thinking about ordering an orange for my MiG, just to try it out and see.
It's got a genuine Spectrum.
Because I want to have two satellites.
You don't have to have 2 satellites.
I know, but I'm going to. So anyway, thank you all for hanging out. We're already down to 20, so it's time to get going. But very much appreciated. Almost ate my whole pizza while I'm talking to you. Didn't finish my wine. I still have some of that. But
Chug it now.
thank you all for hanging out. Have a good rest of the week. And I will see you guys on some of the other shows this week.
See you guys. If you don't see me
Adios.
next day, that means I probably died. But
I've
bye.
got a video I'm going to post later. So if you guys want to see it, it's going to be a short clip.
What are you gonna?
From,
What is it?
Keon's plane from his
Oh.
E-Flight F4 E-Flight F4. I'll post that here in a few minutes.
Bye.
Bye guys. Good night from